What was the life you had planned for me?
I think I told you this before. It's difficult for me not to see you at all stages of your life. I see you as Ellie Belly.
Oh, whoa! Cut that. Cut that one.
Hello, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Randy Ford. I use she, her, goddesses pronouns. I am your director and interviewer.
My name is Elle Jennings. I use she, her pronouns.
And I'm Barry. I'm Elle's father. My pronouns are he, him.
Clink.
Clink, clink, chin, chin. Elle.
Dad, when did you notice that I may not have been cisgender?
Somewhere between 6 and 8. Definitely knew, and we're pretty cool with it.
What were the things that you noticed?
The toys you selected, how you carried yourself. You were nothing but full personality all the time. When you were that age, it was not the time that we're in right now. We didn't know as much, but we knew. Was I supportive during your transition? And am I now?
So yeah, because before I knew I was trans, I had to come out as gay. And when I came out, I originally came out to my mother with not a very positive response. I think even before transition, I was able to come to you with the softer and more emotional side of things. You taught me how to be tender. And it's not to shade her, but I know it just definitely doesn't come from my mom. I should have come to you first, but you were extremely supportive, and I'll always be appreciative of that. And I always love that about you.
Ashe, I'm drinking to all of that.
I will say I do struggle with your, what do you call it? Your new puberty. So
You don't like the clothes I wear.
The expression.
When I was born, what was the life you had planned for me?
one of my primary goals was to get you well educated. The sexuality, as that grew, it really became, how can I help you in situations where, frankly, I don't have the experience or the skills.
Introspective daddy, who would have known?
Very intro. Oh my God.
When growing up, did you do things you didn't want to do in order to please me?
I don't really think there was anything I tried to do to please you. I was a lot more transparent with you than with mom. I came to you to be my more authentic self.
All right, Elle, here we go.
So Dad, what was the first thing that came to mind when I told you I was taking hormones?
You know me, I like to learn. What is it? What does it mean? Is it what you wanted? Because I know that getting your blood drawn or getting a shot is like trauma 909. It's just ridiculous. The things that I was more curious about were things like surgeries and what did you want, what did you not want? And that would be true if you were getting, your tonsils taken out. It's just different.
Barry, this question's for you to Elle.
Oh! It's the game.
Tell me very little about your last hookup and give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if it's good or not.
Like details?
I don't need a lot of details.
I'll drink. You don't need to know the good stuff that happened that fateful day. Do I have good taste when it comes to dating? Who have you hated that I've dated? You've only met one.
Yeah, I only know of one. It felt like, and this may sound bad, it's like you were dating your daddy. You were trying to be taken care of as opposed to, something different. And we were the same age, which was scary. Yeah, that was my feeling on the inside of my head. Have you ever had sex in my bed?
No.
But in my house you did.
Definitely.
I'll have to drink on that one.
Go ahead, do it.
Do it, yes. Elle to father.
Dad, what's the best sex advice you can give me?
Have it with someone who you actually really like. You can have it with someone who's pretty or gives you a good time, but I think there's something about rolling over and talking a little bit when you're done. Far better than watching somebody's back walking out the room.
That's real. That speaks to me. Ouch. Because I ain't got that.
Have you ever had violence directed at you because you're trans?
On the daily. Sometimes it's minor, sometimes it's major. I developed tough skin. And so regardless of what it is, I definitely feel like I have been set up to handle that in a capable adult manner. Dad, have you ever stood up for me when someone wasn't speaking well of me?
Yeah. It wasn't a moment where I had to like pull out the claws and defend you that way, but it was more an opportunity where I asked questions. Why do you feel that way? And why do you think she's doing that? When you ask people questions and you get them to challenge their own assumptions, it turns out better and I think they learn more.
Dad, are you happy or proud of my career choice?
Yeah, I am. It's impressive what you do.
What do you do, Elle?
I work for Ingersoll, which is a fully trans by and for organization. I'm also a part of the Black Trans Task Force, along with Randy, providing economic justice, healthcare access, community connections.
You're making a difference. And yeah, I'm really proud of that.
It's my favorite question.
How can I support you through this time?
I know that the raised experience is very different, but take into account those same questions that you ask my sisters, ask me. It really does help when you're proactive and when you're like, how's Elle doing? What advice do you have for other parents to trans kids?
Wow, so many. It's okay not to know things. As parents, we want to know everything. And unless this is your second, third, or fourth trans child, you probably got something to learn. You know, just ask questions, get exposure to things, just listen a lot.
Thank you, Barry and Elle, for your honesty and your love. Thank you so much.
Love you, Dad.
Love you. Take care of yourselves.
Hi, everyone. I am your director, Randy Ford, and I just want to leave you all with a little note that's very important and dear to me is to understand that not every Black trans woman or Black trans person has this relationship dynamic with their parents. The lack of family is one of the leading causes to the violence that is happening. Make sure you donate to your local Black trans-led organizations. If there are none around you, find out why that is and get those resources out there, because I assure you there are Black trans people and trans people in general around you that you don't even know exist.